Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Alright, so I'm at the gym this morning, right? And this is how we're going to start the video. And this is going to pertain to pretty much one topic at hand here. And it's one that I've gone through in a lot of videos and podcasts, but somebody decided they wanted to be a Joe Jerkoff and they wanted to send me a video on Twitter last night as I was sleeping. And it's one from ESPN and a couple other sports analysts and whatnot. And this is how you know that the haters are in full effect when it comes to the Steelers, right? So one part of the video is Stephen A. Smith saying, he doesn't know if Roethlisberger could be the same Roethlisberger he was pretty much. The whole elbow injury and and then they're critiquing his style of play. And then the one thing that utterly just literally pissed me off, and this is what really made me want to do this video right now. To say that it would be a tall order for Ben to dethrone Lamar Jackson. Oh wait, I'm sorry. How many years has Lamar Jackson played? Oh, I'm sorry, 2, right? This being his second year. How many years has Ben been in the league? 17, right? So how in the Rudy Poo hell is Ben already knocked off the throne by a running back who throws shitty balls? How? You want to explain that to me? You want to? Because I got to know. Now I got to know. How does that happen? Ben comes back from a serious injury and he has to reclaim the throne that he was never dethroned from? Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. Seriously. Just seriously. Just don't. Just fucking don't. Don't send me shit like that, because we all know who the real king of the AFC North is, okay? And it wasn't Andy Dalton, and it's not Baker Mayfield, it wasn't Flacco, it's not Lamar Jackson, okay? So if you're gonna come at me with hater bullshit, be factual when you do this, okay? I don't care what Max Kellerman said. I don't care what Stephen A. Smith said. I don't care what Damian Woody said. I don't care what Colin Cowherd says, because he flip-flops back and forth like a woman on her period. First she's nice, then she's a bitch, then she's... Come on, all right? Where are all you haters now when all the doubters and all the naysayers were proven wrong? You're hiding in your rooms, sucking on your thumb, carrying your little blanket like you're fucking Linus from Charlie Brown, all right? That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing, okay? So, in part of the video, they questioned Juju being a number 1 receiver, and he was considered an elite number 2, right? Why? Because Antonio Brown. This is where I'll take my dislike for Brown, and I put it to the side. When Juju got drafted, Juju had a big year because Antonio Brown was being double covered, triple teamed, all that, right? So yeah, Juju had a big year. Ben gets hurt, and Juju did the best he could with 2 unknown quarterbacks. Okay? If you say he didn't, you're a moron. Okay? It's as simple as that. Now, you question Connor as a running back. Don't get me wrong. Connor's been hurt, but Connor slowly has built a Pro Bowl year so far. Just look at the numbers. Okay? They may not stand out, but they're there. To say Juju's not playing like a number 1 receiver this year is utter bullshit, because he is. Now, these same people on ESPN and NBC Sports and FS1 that said Ben's style of play will be the reason why he doesn't last much longer in the league. It will. I'm sorry. He may not be as... Listen, I get that he's older now. He's not the kid that we drafted, and he's not as mobile and agile as he once was. But he's still the same Big Ben, whether you like it or not. And he ain't going nowhere. And to anoint Lamar Jackson the king of the AFC North it's bullshit. Because he's not. When Lamar Jackson does what Ben's done in 17 years, then Lamar Jackson can take Ben's place. Till then, no. If Baker can do what Ben's done in 17 years, then Baker can take the throne. Till then, no. Joe Flacco, no. Joe Burrow, no. Okay, just no. And the million other quarterbacks Cleveland's had. And not only that, haters, okay, has your coach had a 14-year winning streak season where he's never had a losing season? I'll wait for the answer. Oh, wait, I don't have to, because the answer is no. The answer is no. And all you guys can say is, oh, well, you had the killer bees and you didn't win anything. Yeah, you're right. We didn't win anything. But did you? No, you didn't. So all you Cleveland Browns fans that run your mouths and sit there and, and you guys proclaim to be the best team in the world, you guys are dog shit. For Cincinnati Bengals fans who claim that they're better than the Steelers, when was the last time you won a playoff game? I'll wait, because it's been years. And you had Andy Dalton and AJ Green and a decent roster at the time, and you still couldn't do anything. Oh, and Ravens fans, what has Lamar done? Because he choked a big one last year, because you couldn't even beat the Titans. The Tennessee Titans. Couldn't contain Derrick Henry. Well, last I remember of a Raven player was Earl Thomas getting fucking launched halfway across the field by a Derrick Henry stiff arm. That's the last I remember Earl Thomas. And then just sit there and why you so again, why are we anointing Lamar Jackson? Let's see. I'm trying to figure this one out because there really is no reason to anoint him the king of the AFC North and that it's his throne now. Because when did Ben retire? I'd like to know that. I'd like to know, when did Ben step away and say, oh, here you go, Lamar. Here's my throne. Bitch, no. Ain't nobody ever taken Ben. Ben can retire tomorrow, and nobody could take the king of the AFC North title away from Ben. Not now, not ever. Okay? It's just fact. It's just fact. You could say Ben's played hurt his whole career, but you know what? And yes, he has. But you want to know something with that, though? Not once has he ever given up and sat the bench or whined about it, cried. Last week when you got hurt, we all thought the worst, right? We all thought the worst. And then here we come back from commercial break. And who's walking down the aisleway to go back to the field, and you saw it in his face. You saw it in his face. Ben was going to lead that team to victory. Lamar don't have that. Baker don't have that. Joe Burrow don't have that yet. And Andy Dalton certainly never had it. Certainly never had it. So, for all you haters that want to Steelers suck, just remember this. Mike Tomlin's had 14 straight years of a winning season. And you could say, oh, well, you guys went 8-8 last year. Still a winning season. And we did that with 2 unknown quarterbacks. And a shit ton of injuries. What did Cleveland do last year? Nothing. What did Cincinnati do last year? Nothing. And Baltimore again. You choked in a big one. Just like Lamar always seems to do. But let me ask all you haters this. Okay, John Harbaugh, have you had 14 straight years of a winning season? 14 years with winning seasons? No. Let's see. You can't really say Cleveland because Cleveland probably hasn't had a fucking winning season in 40 years. Cincinnati. No, you haven't. So this is where the haters are always going to hate, and this is where the doubters are always going to doubt, because Tomlin, Ben, Juju, Connor, and the rest of the Steeler roster proving all the naysayers wrong. They said Ben wouldn't be the same. I think it was Max Kellerman that said, if you think Ben's just going to step right back in and make this offense go, it's not going to happen. Hey, Max Kellerman, you're a fucking jerk-off. Okay? You don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't even know why you're still employed by ESPN. I don't understand it, because everything that comes out of your mouth is just pure fucking dribble. Okay? It just aggravates me that every single day, whether it's on ESPN, WFAN, this channel, this radio station, people on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, you all have something to say, but your teams aren't doing shit. I got to hear from Jets fans. Oh, 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 Roethlisberger's past his prime. Talk to me when you win a fucking game. Try that one. Talk to me when you win a game. All right? I think all you haters need to start realizing now that the Steelers are a force to be reckoned with and have been. Okay? Let's go down memory lane here. And we're going all the way back to Franco Harris, and we're going back to Mean Joe Green, and we're going back to Swan and Stallworth, and the original TB12, Terry Bradshaw, because fuck Tom Brady's TB12. That's a damn sure. Right? 4 Super Bowls, right? Bradshaw has 4. Okay. Roethlisberger has 2. And if all goes right this year, he'll have a 3rd, right? So we'll be the first team to 7, just like we were the first team to 6. And yet the haters will always have something to say. And I don't grasp why. I don't get it. The team you should really have been hating for the past 20, 30 years has been the New England Patriots. But no, everybody wants to shit on Ben, shit on Juju, shit on Tomlin. But it doesn't affect them. It doesn't affect them. Because they come out and ram it right down your throat. Tomlin's done it. He pretty much could sit there and kick back and light up a Cohiba, and you know what he could say? Say what you want, keyboard warriors, because I haven't had a losing season since I started coaching the coaching in the NFL. So, go ahead. Ben can sit there. If you want to anoint Lamar the king of the AFC North, I don't think so. I don't. Nah. And Juju is playing like a number 1 receiver. And Connor is healthy, and he's putting up what he should be putting up. And to sit there and say that last year we shouldn't have gone 8-8 and the defense sucked, and this is where I'll agree. For the first few games of the year, the defense was horrible. But then what happened? Oh, that's right. Kevin Colbert made a gutsy move that panned out. And that was getting Minkah Fitzpatrick. And then what happened? Oh, number 1 ranked defense. Oh my God. TJ up for Defensive Player of the Year, who, mind you, should have won it. Okay? Not that fucking, not that jerk off in New England, Gilmore. Okay? No, I'm sorry. I don't care. Okay? TJ Watt should have been Defensive Player of the Year. They hate on Juju. Everybody seems to hate on Juju because he's this kid who's full of life, full of energy, and likes to have fun. But then the people that play fantasy football, you're sitting around dancing, but you only got me 5 points of fantasy. If you think Juju Smith-Schuster sits there in the locker room before a game and goes, Ben, you got to throw me 10 passes for 145 yards because I got to get little Johnny Boy Blue over there in friggin' wherever town. I got to get him points in fantasy because I'm projected to get him 25 points. And, and he's going up against fucking Joe Schmo from fucking wherever. And, and they're in a virtual tie for first. So I have to help him win his fantasy league. No. Absolutely not. So I would love for the haters to come at me after this video, after I post it, and it's all said and done. When the season ends, whether we go to the Super Bowl or obviously we're going to finish, and that's the other thing. Ravens fans, who right now is in first place in the AFC North? You had your little run last year because Ben got hurt. If Ben didn't get hurt last year, I'm sorry. Your little run wouldn't have happened. Okay? So that's one. But who's the king? Who's the kings right now? The AFC North. Oh, that's right. Hold on. The voices are talking to me. Oh, that's right. The Steelers. That's right. Because all the haters said the Steelers wouldn't even be in the playoffs. The Steelers would have a losing record. Ben would be a former shell of himself. Juju won't live up to the hype. The defense won't be as good as it was. Connor's going to be hurt all year, and Ebron's not going to pan out, and Claypool's not going to do anything. And guess what? Ebron's proved you wrong. Claypool shoved it down your throat. Juju's proving you wrong, and Ben's definitely shoving it down all your throats. All of them. All of them. Okay? It's gotten to a point where I'm so fed up with all the haters running their mouths from cupcake schedule to, oh, you barely won that game. And listen, we're 8-0, and not all of them were pretty. But guess what? The end result is a win. And you take a win any which way you can. And that's what annoys you haters most of all. Because when you think the Steelers are down and out, Ben finds this fire and leads this team back. The defense finds this fire and becomes more dominant than it ever was. Okay? That's what annoys you haters. Especially haters within the AFC North. Whether you're a Ravens fan, a Cleveland shit-stained fan, or a Bungles fan. Okay? And today, Cincinnati is going to find out like Cleveland did, and just like Baltimore did, that this team is for real. Okay? It's not every year you feel something magical with a team. And this year, any Steeler fan can tell you, they do. And if you don't see it, you're not a true Steeler fan. You do not bleed the Steeler colors in. You don't. You just don't. Because I feel it. I got goosebumps right now just even talking about it. Okay? And the reason why I'm so aggravated in this video and so passionate and just so, because I'm just so tired. It's every day I got to get a message from somebody. Oh, you guys got lucky. Oh, whatever it is, whatever excuse you can find. But again, let me reiterate: Jets fans that want to run their mouths, win a game then talk. Win a game then talk. Get a real team then talk. Okay? Get a real coach then talk. Because, I'm sorry, Adam Gase, does he have a winning record? No. Okay? All right? You think John Harbaugh, the most overrated coach other than his brother, you think he's going to win? You think he's going to have 14 straight seasons with a winning record ever? No, he's not. No, he's not. And for all you Ravens fans, I told you, and I said it in the offseason, that the Ravens were going to take a step back, and everyone said I was crazy. What's happening now? You got Lamar whining. Oh, they know our plays. They know. Well, when you run the same friggin' play, everyone's going to figure it out at some point, right? Everyone's going to figure it out. So, shut the fuck up and adapt and overcome to it, you little whiny bitch. And if you're going to have fucking braids, let them meet the back of your fucking neck. Jesus Christ. And then you got Baker Mayfield over there, friggin' Mr. friggin' Hypermania over there. What have you done? What have you done? You've done shit. You've done shit. You've done more commercials than win. So shut your mouth, okay? And all the Browns fans, you can shut your mouths with him, okay? Bengals fans, all week you're posting TJ Houshmandzadeh using a terrible towel as a friggin' shoe cleaner, right? Do you have a winning record this year? No. So I would keep the trash talking to literally the most barest of minimals you possibly could. And then I saw something where somebody friggin' posted the video of Shazier getting hurt. And that's being talked about. Why is that being talked about? Okay? That was a freak incident that occurred that is nobody's fault. But yet Bengals fans want to sit there and go, and I'm not saying it's all Bengals fans. It's certain ones. It's probably the inbred ones who sleep with their cousins and, you know, and have fucking kids together in friggin', you know, somewhere down in Alabama sucking on a fucking corn straw, okay? Saying, ha ha ha, we took out one of your best defensive players you had that year. Okay? And just like the Steelers are ramming it down your throats this year, Shazier rammed it all down your throats when you all said he wouldn't be able to walk again or be the same Ryan Shazier for that matter. And you know what? And when it comes to Ryan Shazier, if that incident doesn't occur, just think about how more dominant the Steeler defense becomes. How much more fearful it would have been. Think about that. Because if he was still playing, man, none of you stand a chance then at that point. And you could sit there and tell me I'm crazy, and you could tell me I'm just one of those lunatic Steeler fans who thinks his team is the greatest thing in the world, because I do. Through thick and thin, I've stuck by this team for so many years now. And let me know when Lamar Jackson, too, wins a Super Bowl in his second year. Let me know when Lamar Jackson just does anything Ben's done. When you start breaking Ben's records, Lamar, and you're not going to because you suck as a quarterback, I'm sorry, I don't care. You get lucky with 50% of your freaking throws. The other 50, God knows where the hell they're going. When you could do half of what Ben's done, then maybe you could get maybe the arm part of the throne, but you'll never get the whole thing. See, Ben is hated on because of past incidents with Ben, from the bathroom stall incident to the motorcycle incident, and Bradshaw was very vocal about it, and Bradshaw was looked at by Steeler fans as like the enemy for years by certain Steeler fans. To me, you know what, Bradshaw kind of took the being a Steeler part out of it and was doing it as an analyst. I never hated Bradshaw for saying it. Others have. But again, Roethlisberger gets hated on for all the wrong reasons, because he rams it down your throat. He rams it down your throat. He wasn't supposed to do what he's doing this year. His style of play, he shouldn't have lasted this long in the league, and he's lasted 17 years. Sorry that he doesn't get protected by the refs like Tom Brady does. Sorry. You want me to say it? I just said it because we've all seen it. Sorry that I believe that the referees like to call things against us all the time, because guess what? If you watch every friggin' game, it happens. And again, it happens in every game, but it seems to be frequently more in a Steeler game. Like, let's go back to New Orleans and Pittsburgh. Joe Hayden, where was the pass interference call? And we all know what we're talking about. Don't play fucking dumb with me, because you know what game I'm talking about. You know the quarter it happened in, and you know the time it happened. Okay? Now, let's go back to 2016. Jesse James. Yeah, it's going to be 4 years soon, right? Week 16, right? Around there. Will be 4 years. He still caught it. Still caught the ball. Okay? That was, besides the tuck rule, that was probably the worst fucking call I've ever seen in my life. Okay? And all you haters, you're crying, blah, 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 blah. Go watch it again. Watch it again. Jesse James catches the ball, falls to the ground. Nobody touches him. He fumbled it. He recovers it in the end zone. Sorry, that's a touchdown. And I'm not an NFL official. Even I know it is. Okay? But then that same exact play happens in the Super Bowl, and what happens? Oh, that's a catch. Okay. All right. But now, let's go back to Lamar here. It's still comical how these ESPN analysts, and I think they just talk just to talk and just to hear themselves talk. And listen, I agree with Stephen A. Smith on a lot of things, and I find Stephen A. Smith very entertaining. But he was one that said he doesn't think Ben will be the same. Well, Stephen A. Smith, how do you feel now? How do you feel? Are you humbled yet that Ben's proved you wrong? Hey, Damian Woody, the one who said, that Ben has to dethrone Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, for that matter. And listen, and let's go into that for a minute. Patrick Mahomes hasn't been in the league that long, and yeah, he's doing amazing things and the fastest to 100 touchdowns in 40 games. And I give Patrick Mahomes all the credit in the world, but you're not Ben Roethlisberger yet. You're not. And yeah, you already got a Super Bowl under your belt, and he'll have more too. But you're not Ben yet. You're not Ben. Jets fans who clamor and hate Roethlisberger so much, what have any of your quarterbacks done in 17 years? Other than Sanchez getting you to 2 AFC championship games, the rest of them have done nothing for you, and they've all sucked. Let's just call it what it is. Bengals fans, You had Andy Dalton for all these years with decent offensive weapons and decent defensive rosters on your team for years. And what did you guys do? Not a damn thing. Cleveland, how many times you gone 2-14, 0-16? How many coaches have you been through and quarterbacks? Need I say more? Need I say more? Okay? Listen, if you watch this video and you want to come at me with facts. Prove to me why the Steelers suck. You won't find a reason. You won't find a reason. You say, oh, well, Rudolph didn't win you nothing last year. Well, Rudolph had a winning record last year. And Duck Hodges wasn't bad either. We were dealt a bad hand when Ben went down. And Tomlin and the rest of the Steeler organization adapted and overcame it all. And that's where you haters hated the most. Because Tomlin can get these guys to do that. And Roethlisberger can get these guys to do it. And for all those guys who said, from Antonio Brown to all the Steeler haters that said that Ben was a shitty leader, who was on the sidelines every game coaching up Rudolph, coaching up Duck Hodges, and acting as an assistant offensive coordinator? Who? I'll wait again. Who? Oh, yeah, that's right. Big Ben. That's right. That's right. Big Ben. You wouldn't see Baker do that. I don't see Andy Dalton doing that in Dallas. I don't see him doing it. But then again, Andy Dalton right now is also on the COVID list, so he can't do it. But even if he wasn't, and still in concussion protocol, he wouldn't be doing that. He'd probably be sitting at home twiddling his fucking thumbs. Okay? If Lamar Jackson got hurt, you think Lamar Jackson's sitting on the sideline while Robert Griffin III, one of the biggest busts in the draft ever, after Andrew Luck, after being drafted? I'm not saying Andrew Luck's a bust. I'm just saying he gets drafted after Luck, and what has Robert Griffin done? Nothing. But then he also wants to chirp on friggin' Twitter at times too. Shut your fucking mouth. All right? You haters can hate this video, and you can say what you want. You can tell me I'm utterly insane, and you can tell me I don't know shit. But if you really want to come at me about why the Steelers suck, just know this: every fantasy fact you come up with, I will hit you with a reality fact. Okay? It's as plain and simple as that. Because I'm so done with... first of all, I'm done with the cupcake schedule nonsense. No team in the NFL chooses their schedule. None. You know who writes the NFL schedule? Oh, the NFL does. You think the NFL's calling me up and saying, "Hey Jim, who do you want the Steelers to play this year?" No, they don't. So don't get mad at me because you have a team. If you're a 49ers fan and your team's riddled with injuries, guess what? It's not my problem that you guys have an even record. That's not my problem. That's not my fault. I don't hate on your team for that. No. And then people say, "Oh, well, you talk shit about other people's teams." When you instigate me to do it, that's when I'm going to do it. And I am probably the one person on God's green earth you don't want to go to war with that one. Because I will find every fact that proves that your team sucks. I could do it with the Jets. I could do it with the Browns. I could do it with the Ravens. I could do it with the 49ers. I could do it with the Saints. I could do it with the Buccaneers. I could do it with every team in the league. I'll leave one team out of it because I have a mutual respect for them. One team, and it's the Giants. That's the only team that I leave out of this discussion. Why? Because they're a team that in the next 3 years will get it right. Trust me, I'm telling you, they will get it right. As long as they fire Gettleman this year, they will get it right. Okay? And then for all Steeler haters that laughed when we drafted Alex Highsmith, you wish you had a caliber player, Alex Highsmith, on your team. You wish you had a Chase Claypool. You wish you had a James Conner. You wish you had a Bud Dupree. You wish you had a TJ Watt. You wish you had a Vince Williams. You wish you had Minkah Fitzpatrick. You wish you had Hayden and Steve Nelson. And damn it, I'll even say you wish you had fucking Terrell Edmonds. You hate us because you ain't us. And like Mike Tomlin says, we don't care. Because we don't. But I'm tired of hearing it. So now I'm going to voice my frustrations. I'm going to voice my opinions. And I'm going to hit you with the facts. And you don't have to like it. Listen, I'm not telling you have to like it. You can watch this video and you can not like what I have to say. You can come at me and debate me on it. And I'll go back and forth with you. But don't get mad when I shut you down with facts. Just don't get mad at me about it. When I make you sit in the corner like a bad boy because you were wrong. Don't hate on me for that. Don't do it. Just don't. Okay? Now, and what's funny is Jarvis Landry, right, says that he's playing this season for Odell Beckham. Listen, I don't hate Odell Beckham. I just hate the fact he's on the Browns because I don't take Odell Beckham's talent away from him one bit. He's one talented wide receiver who really got dealt a shitty hand. Going to Cleveland is just where you go to die. And I'm telling you, as bad as that injury is, it's a blessing because Cleveland is going to get rid of him now, and Odell is going to go somewhere, and where I don't know, but he's going to play somewhere, and you're going to see what Odell really does. Because if you watched him as a Giant, you already see what he's capable of. But again, you send him to Cleveland with a shitty quarterback. I'm sorry, Baker Mayfield is a shitty quarterback. He just is. I'm sorry. I don't care what you say. I don't care because again, Baker Mayfield wants to overhype himself up, right? Again, do what Ben has done. When you can be in this league for 17 years and say you have 2 Super Bowls, although you should have more, and Ben will get his third, before it's all said and done and the sun sets on Ben Roethlisberger's Hall of Fame career, yeah, I said it, Hall of Fame career. Because he is a Hall of Famer. Ben Roethlisberger goes in first ballot. Okay? And you know who he can thank for that? For all the weapons he's ever had, whether it be on the defensive side of the ball to the offensive side. Case in point, Santonio Holmes. And haters still say he didn't catch that ball in the Super Bowl. One of the greatest Super Bowl catches of all time, in my opinion. Okay? Watch that video again. Because he has the feet down. Okay? Enlarge it, enhance it, do whatever the fuck you gotta do. Okay? He still caught it. That's it. He caught it. Jesse James caught it. Okay? Santonio Holmes is one of those weapons that Ben should be thankful for. Hines Ward is definitely another one. Nobody has played that wide receiver position more rugged in this generation than Hines Ward. Argue it. Hines Ward was laying out cornerbacks like he was playing on defense. Can't say he has. You can't say he didn't. Because how many times has he laid somebody out on the Bengals? Because he has. Plaxico Burress is another weapon Ben had in his young career that helped Ben win. Jerome Bettis. Can't leave the bus out. You definitely can't. And then you got to think of all the guys on the defensive side. Brett Kiesel is one. James Harrison. I could go on. I could go on with it. And these are guys that helped Ben throughout his whole career win. And what's funny is that when Ben wins his second Super Bowl, and it's Tomlin's first as a head coach, right? They'll always say this was Cowher's team. Yeah. But now here's the difference between Mike Tomlin and Adam Gase. Ready? Mike Tomlin inherited a well-built team that Cowher left behind. Okay? And what did Tomlin do? He won with them. I don't care if it was Bill Cowher's team. I don't care one bit. Mike Tomlin went in there, and Mike Tomlin has been winning with Bill Cowher's team since. And you can say, well, there's nobody left from Cowher's team. Ben Roethlisberger is the remaining piece to the Bill Cowher era. Just saying. So for all those who didn't think Ben would last this long, he's lasted more than some of your marriages have. But again, haters are going to keep hating. And every time you say something, I'm going to say something back. Because I've kept my mouth shut. I've kept my mouth shut. I haven't responded to the cupcake schedule thing as far as, but now you've pushed me to limits and to such annoyingness that I have no choice. And let's go to hypothetical land. And if the Bengals manage to win today, oh, everyone's gonna start with the ha 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 shit, right? But again, did your team go 8-0? No. Does your coach have 14 winning seasons in a row? No. Does your team have Ben Roethlisberger? No. Does it have T.J. Watt? No. Does it have Juju? The fuck no, it don't. And I can go on with who does your team not have and who do we have, and I can do that for the next hour. But guess what? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Because you haters have made me, literally, as I'm working out at the gym, and this is all I'm getting is you guys suck, and and anytime I post something on Twitter and the response is I get a Bengals friggin' thing with TJ Houshmandzadeh and the terrible towel. Where's TJ Houshmandzadeh today? Where is he? He's nowhere to be found. Other than doing stupid little fucking Zoom call interviews where he laughs about using the terrible towel as a friggin' shoe cleaner. Because after you did that, your career wasn't shit after that. And ask many others who have done it. Okay? And not only that, Lamar Jackson, on Thanksgiving, you're going to be humbled again. You're going to be humbled. Because the Ratbirds come to the Berg this time. If you don't think the Steelers are winning on Thanksgiving, listen, if the rest of the league has figured out Lamar Jackson and the Ravens offense, you don't think the Steelers already have? And I had to hear Ravens fans last time, oh, well, we didn't have Mark Ingram. I don't care who you got. I don't care who you got. We didn't have Roethlisberger last year. We didn't have Connor for part of the season. And we still went 8-8. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that an injury is the reason why you can't win a game. I don't want to hear it. I don't sit there and go, oh, well, we didn't have Ben. That's why we didn't beat the Seahawks. And to think about that, other than the Patriot game last year, it was the only game we got blown out in because every other game we were literally lost by a field goal at best. Okay? Another reason why the haters are going to hate, because Rudolph and Hodges kept us afloat. I'm not going to take that away from them. Not going to take it away from them. But you haters really got to know your facts before you come at somebody like me. You really got to know your facts. All right? I would probably stop chirping on Twitter. I would probably stop chirping on Facebook to me. I would probably stop chirping to me on Instagram. And I would probably stop chirping to every Steeler fan. Because if you think I have my facts straight, you should talk to some other ones. Because as fast as I can shut you down, a lot of them can as well. They don't call us the Steeler Nation for nothing. And for all those who still think Dallas is America's team, you guys have not been America's team since '93. Because right now, you're looking at the world's team. Just remember that. So for all you haters out there that watch this, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. Because at 7:30, win or lose, I'll respond to your shit. But be forewarned again. I'm still going to hit you with the facts whether we win or lose today. But I don't see a loss coming. You know why? Because the sun is shining, as you can see. I voiced all my frustrations, so I got the 800 pounds of bullshit off my shoulders. I got the jersey on. I got the hat on. Sunday football is here. I got my cigars ready. And that's that. So, Everybody, for you non-haters, enjoy your football Sunday. Hopefully your teams win, except for the Bengals, Browns, and Ravens. I hope you guys all shit the bed. And until the next video or my next podcast, which is on Spotify and Anchor, check it out. Till then, stay safe. You know what it is. Fan in the van. Peace.